Hello and welcome everyone. I am Reshmi Mukherjee. In my channel you get ICSE, ISE, English literature and English language topics. So in the YouTube videos you get the explanations of all, plus the notes, the important notes, plus as you can see, I have recently launched the website slotskill.com. It is ranking number 1 in Google, so I am very proud of it, proud to say it's all because of you, because of your support that you have visited the website. It has benefited you so much that it is ranking number 1 in Google, which is a great thing for me. Okay, so those who haven't yet opened it, just go there, search for it. You will see, I'll show you over here once again. Just go there, you will see slots. You have to type here slotskill.com. Once you type this, you will land on a page like this. Okay, as you can see over here, different classes are there, or you can even write your topics. For example, if I write Abhisara over here, Abhisara, or you can even write, for example, Oliver, because we are doing Oliver asks for more. We will see that only. Oliver asks for more. Let's search for that. Once you search it, you will land to all the uploads, all the topics, all the elements that are published over here. You can see Oliver asks for more, title, background, appreciation, all that. Okay, important questions and answers. Here you can see summary by Charles Dickens and stuff. So if you open this one, you will see, I'll just open one and show you. Rest you can of course find it on your own. As you can see over here, some interesting facts about the author. The summary is provided. You can see the theme is provided. Background you can find over here. Then title, significance of title, that is a very common question, right? Then critical appreciation. Then you will see setting of the story. How is upper class and lower class highlighted in the society? You will get this also. And there are certain important questions from the story. Around 20 questions are provided. Now what I have done is, I have not provided I have the notes. You will get the notes from here as you get in a guidebook, right? Now you will ask कि यहाँ पे इतने सारे questions है, there are so many questions over here, answers are not written. That is why in the channel I'll give you the answers to these also. You can anyway frame the answers from the notes that I have given, right? यहाँ पे जो भी notes है वहाँ से आप answer खुद से लिख सकते हो, लेकिन I will still help you out with these questions, with the answers to these questions, and that is why we have the part 3 of Oliver Twist's chapter. Oliver asks for more. We will see the answers of these questions. Okay, the most important ones from here, we will discuss those. Okay, so let us start. As you can see, part 3. So how does the story highlight the disparities between the upper and the lower class? This is the first question. How does the story highlight the disparities between the upper and the lower class? This is a very important question. What will be the answer? The story highlights the disparities between the upper and lower class by contrasting, see important word, contrasting the comfortable lifestyles of the upper class with the harsh conditions endured by Oliver. The harsh conditions of whom? Of course Oliver and the other boys, and Oliver and the other boys actually represent whom? The lower class. The upper class has power, they have control, they can do whatever they want over the lives, and who are controlled by them? The poor people. And you can understand that from how Oliver was treated. Why? Just for asking a little bit of more food. So you can understand how everything was in control. Whose control? The upper class people's control. So of course in the treasure chest you find questions, you will solve them, but they are familiar questions right from here. These are somewhat of extra questions. We will discuss the treasure trove workbook questions also. If you want to do, write to me कि आप लोगों को चाहिए कि नहीं, then we will discuss this also. But you will find many similar questions. All the difficult ones are the notes and everything. Even if you don't purchase this workbook, no problem. You haven't purchased any workbook, no issues. Just follow the website, just follow the channel, it is enough. Okay. Next question. What are the consequences faced by Oliver after he asks for more? After he has asked for more food, what are the consequences? What is the result? What happens next? After he asks for more food, include physical punishment. Now if it is a 2-mark answer, simply you will write this: physical punishment. Isolation, he was left in a dark cold room, right? He was being put up for adoption, he was being sold off, right? There was a notice on the gate of the workhouse, plus he was mistreated and he was beaten up and stuff, right? So you can detail them, detail each point. If it is a 3 to 4 mark question, if it is a 2 mark, simply write this one, right? Next question. How does the story critique the workhouse system and societal treatment of the poor? Now, in the workhouse, for some reason Charles Dickens have written this kind of a thing, right? For some reason, because Charles Dickens also suffered, because he also suffered, he also saw how the poor people were mistreated. So from there he wrote about them, right? This is a portion of which story? Oliver Twist, TWIST. Okay. So how this workhouse is criticized? The story critiques the workhouse system and the societal treatment of the poor by exposing the inhumane conditions, inadequate provisions, lack of compassion for those in need. See, nobody worries about the poor people. They are happy to think ki chalo we will there will be more number of coffins, there will be more number of sale, that is enough for us, and you will become rich soon. And then how can even they ask for more food? That means I don't even empathize. I also feel hungry being an upper class person, but then I don't realize that the lower class people will also feel hungry. They should get adequate food, but no, that is not what I think. It sheds light on the callousness and the indifference of the society. Even in the last year, the book that they had, Little Match Girl, they also had the same kind of a story. Victorian society where there was upper class and the lower class. The lower class people are roaming around without food, without proper clothing on winter, and the upper class people, they are not even bothered. The little girl dies outside where they are enjoying Christmas inside their house, wasting food and everything. So this is the callousness of the society, the indifference of the society, the government is not bothered and stuff, right? So it requires social reform, alright. That is also 3 points. One is the problems in the workhouse that shows the society's condition, indifference of the society, and the third point is social reform is required, otherwise nothing is going to improve. Next, from the story, Oliver asks for more. What can you understand about the 19th century society? Same as that in that Little Match Girl story. Okay. See, this one is a big answer. I have given you in points also. If it is a short, like 2-3 marks answer, simply write the points. And if it is a long answer, then you detail the points. Social inequality is one problem, or what should you say, about the 19th century society. Social inequality, as you can see, Oliver suffers from people, or the poor people like Oliver, they suffer from poverty, harsh living conditions, mistreatment, while the upper class, they are enjoying wealth, privilege and power. Next, if you move to the next point, you'll see, of course, this is injustice and mistreatment of the poor. In the workhouse, you see that they don't even get proper meals, they are not even fed properly, whereas the upper class, they can't even think, they are fat, they are growing fat, they are eating and enjoying their life. Their lifestyle is best, and they can't even imagine that the poor class will even ask for a little bit more food. Lack of compassion and empathy, same thing, that you see, you can club all the points if it comes for a 2-mark question. It is almost similar, no? That they have no empathy, they have no compassion, they believe in, they reinforce the existing social hierarchy, that we are upper class and we will remain upper class, and we will keep on torturing you all who are in the lower class. So continuous mistreatment and oppression of the lower class, they are blind towards the problems of the lower class. Limited opportunities for the poor. So now the poor, see, when Oliver's mother died, do you think there was any scope for Oliver to escape this situation? He had to live in the workhouse, he had to eat this kind of a what should I say, inadequate meal, he had to be devoid of education, and if somebody is devoid of education, how do you think he will take himself to that upper class society? That is not possible. Without education, you cannot better yourself. Okay, you can't even do a business if you don't know how to calculate. So they can never better their condition. Last one, sorry, what is this? The need for social reform through its portrayal of the hardships. Reform is required, right? Otherwise, how will these people, these orphans, these people improve their condition? They will forever remain in the workhouse, they will forever suffer, they will not be fed properly, and ultimately they will die and they will be taken away in the coffins. So they will, this disparity in the society, this division in the society will remain forever if proper steps are not taken. So social reforms is the is mandatory, right? So that is all about the 19th century society, the critique of 19th century society, criticisms of 19th century society. Next one, how does the story evoke empathy in the readers? Of course, by the treatment of Oliver, you see how just for asking a little bit more food, it is not just his case, he was a little brave. Everybody felt the same, they just could not have the courage to ask for more food. So empathy, everybody was hungry, they were sleeping hungry, but they could not ask for food. Once they asked for food, they would be beaten, they would be left in the cold dark room, they would suffer even more. So these, and they could even be sold off. Okay, so that is all that arouses empathy, looking at the condition of the children who should not have suffered like that. Okay, how does Oliver's character embody resilience and hope? Now see, Oliver is a character. Why suddenly Oliver twist is highlighted over here? Because he finally reared in himself the courage to ask for more food, and he became the spokesperson. Now everybody cannot rebel, no, everybody does not have that courage to, you know, speak up. So he has it. So it's not that if somebody is forced he will go, and maybe he might not have come too, but he decided to come. So embodies resilience and hope, that perhaps when people are speaking up, see, if something needs to be changed, you ultimately have to speak up. For example, if somebody is torturing you, you have to speak against it, you have to speak up. If you keep on accepting the situation, they will not even understand that you are having a problem, right? So same is the case of Oliver. Nobody protested this. Finally, who spoke up? Oliver. So that means there is a hope that because of this single protest, single light spark of protest, there will be a fire sometime, and then the situation will change, right? So ability to endure and maintain a sense of optimism despite the adversity he faces. He faces troubles, but he also shows that you can speak up. Okay, you can do that. He represents the capacity for hope and goodness in the face of social injustice. Everywhere there is injustice, you have to speak up so that you can break it, or whether also that you can stop it, right? Next question. Now this is about the themes, which is very important. What themes are explored? Now again, you will not be given 10 mark answer. So what will you do? You will club the points. Poverty and social inequality. Okay, this you already know. Poverty, how his mother suffered, his mother died almost died on the street, pregnant woman who was not taken care of, the children not fed properly. Injustice and mistreatment, this is one point. This is injustice, no, little ones, young ones not fed properly, half fed, they will not grow properly, they will suffer from malnutrition. Do you think a little that soup bowl that does not even have proper nutrition, so how will these people grow properly? Okay, they will remain stunted, their growth will be stopped. So power dynamics, that the upper class and the lower class, the upper class will continue controlling them, control their food, control their job, control their education and everything. Hope and resilience, this Oliver coming and asking for more food, this is kind of a hope also, that nobody protested till then, but at least somebody, maybe he was, he was beaten and he was tortured and all that, but still he could speak up. So if one is speaking up, it is like a spark, as I told you. So that one spark can, flint stones. So that kind of a spark can give rise to a fire. So maybe that fire, that rebellion, that rebellious attitude, that protest can develop through this one fire. And this shows that perhaps there is a possibility that their condition will improve. Social criticism and reform. The story serves as a critique of the societal treatment of the poor. It exposes the flaws and injustice, that the society is wrong in whatever is being done to the poor people. As if you are born poor, you are supposed to live as a poor, your children should live like a poor people, and you will never improve. Your condition, your generation's condition is never going to improve. This is not right, isn't it? If a poor person, if he is educated some possible way, he can at least become rich later on, he can be a part of the upper class, but here there is no chance at all. Next, compassion and empathy, that is what will happen if there is a social reform. People will generate in them a realization that these people are suffering. Okay, so that is all from the theme. Next question is, what social reform does the story advocate for? Now I hope you will not forget to check the website slothskill.com, because that will help you. Repeatedly I am saying, because we waste a lot of money going to tuitions, wasting our time there. At the time you can play. Prepare your answers from the website, prepare your answers from the channel, and that will be enough for English at least. What social reforms does the story advocate for? The story advocates for social reforms that address the mistreatment of the poor, including improvements in workhouse conditions, education and opportunities, so that they can improve their conditions, right? The one that I was telling you about कि किसी को education दे दिया जाए तो उसका condition develop हो सकता है. If he gets education, he will know how to earn money, but if he is not provided, then how will he improve his situation, right? Next, greater compassion and empathy from the society as a whole. These are the points that we are going to write. Next. Now, what is the significance of the title Oliver Asks for More? Now, this is a very important question. You will find the whole note in the website also, slothskill.com. The title Oliver Asks for More is significant because it captures the pivotal moment in the story where Oliver goes against the established order. He goes against, to question the order, something which is incorrect. If you grow the capability to question that makes Oliver different from the others, right? Other people remained quiet, but he had the power to question that this is not right. So he questioned, can I get some more food? This question itself, Oliver asks for more. This question itself is a protest that whatever torture you are doing to us, that is not right, right? Dissatisfaction and desire for better conditions. It shows that he is not satisfied with what he is getting. He wants for more. It highlights his agency and resistance, important word, within an oppressive system. The system, he does not accept the system, he resists it and he wants for his rights, right? Next question, I believe just two more. What is the setting of the story? The setting of the story, very simple question. Of course, a town in England, 1 mark, and second mark you will get for workhouse. It is a workhouse where Oliver is born and raised. 2 mark question, right? So this is all about the setting. Setting means where it was held. Of course, England, and within England it is a workhouse, okay, which was a place where orphans lived like Oliver. Next, last question from here. Who is Sowerberry? How is there a chance for him to become rich? The Sowerberry, what does he do? He makes coffins, and his description, tall, thin man. So these are the points that I am highlighting. He is a tall, thin man. He makes coffins. Now this one you can write. He is an undertaker in the town, and may not write this one. Interacts with Mr. Bumble, the master of the workhouse. This is not required. Next part is, how is there a chance for him to become rich? How can he become rich? There is a chance for Sowerberry to become rich because of the high mortality rate, that means death rate. The number of people dying in the workhouse is increasing. So the more people dies, the more number of coffins has to be made. So this person makes coffins. His business is making coffins. So if one coffin requires 1000 rupees, then if 10 people die, then 10 into 1000, it will be 10,000. His income will increase. It will become 10,000. So that is what this Mr. Bumble is trying to say him, that see, number of people, poor people dying has increased. So that way you will also become increased. Your income will also increase because of the high mortality rate. So if you remember just high mortality rate, you will be able to frame your answer. The poor living conditions and lack of proper care in workhouse contribute to this higher death rate, presenting a potential financial opportunity for Sowerberry. Because the death rate is increasing, you will make more number of coffins and your income will increase. So that is all from Oliver Asks for More by Charles Dickens. If you want to know some interesting facts about Charles Dickens, again you have to go to the website. If you want summary, which is already I have taught you the chapter, so summary, though you already know what is happening in the story. If you want a written material, again go to the website. You have every problem that you have, your answers are there in the website. That is all. I hope it will help you. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Also join my Telegram channel. I update what are the topics I have already published in my channel. Link is given in the description box. Don't forget. And this one's link also I will attach. Oliver Asks for More, the topic, the published material. That one also. One material I will put in the description box, and the rest you can, more are also there, as you have seen. I think 2 I have published, 2 separate articles. So the second one you can go and search from there. Alright, thank you so much. Hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye.